Oh my god, is he really getting that seat? Oh boy, what could this AI picture made with Copilot mean? This is the time of the year when all the Formula 1 content creators make their wildest predictions. I did it last year, I enjoyed it, so now I'm doing it again. You don't have to watch it, but you'll have a laugh if you do. I'm Wimbo, here's 3 seconds to leave a like. 8. Surprise of the season. Let's begin with a juicy surprise of the season by a driver who's being hated on from every direction. He's one of the nicest, calmest people on the grid, and he's lovely to the people that he works with too. Last year he was very unlucky with his wrist injuries at the start of the season, and when he finally found some form, the car was crap. I'm of course talking about Sir Lancelot Stroll. He will match Alonso straight away this season, and people will be surprised that after all these years he's finally doing a thing. How do you like them apples? No licking the window please. 7. Crash happy team. Last year the team that crashed the most was Alpine. Those two French frenemies found each other on track, and even without them wanting to, they kept taking each other out. This will get worse in 2024. As Ocon has already had a few very juicy quotes about the coming season. He didn't like losing to Gasly very much. He says he's going into war mode in 2024. Well, we've seen that before, and with two hot-headed French lads with a bit of history and no team around them, this could be dynamite.
Duck, you sucker.
Six. Most unreliable car. The most unreliable car will be the Stake F1 team car. That team is just biding its time before it becomes the Audi Works team. They just took a whole pile of money from a gambling company to get them through the final stint before the regulation change. The people that came up with that name were probably baked. The Stake F1 team will be roasted all day long. If the team doesn't screw up, I'm sure the drivers will butcher it. Okay, that'll do. Seriously now. 5. Worst team. Formula 1 wants more teams, but only if they bring value. With value, I doubt they mean what Haas has been showing us since their existence. Besides having a charismatic team principal with Günther Steiner and two really decent drivers with Hulk and K-Mag, there's nothing there to write home about. I don't see that changing anytime soon either. I hear nothing about new hires, it's silent on car upgrades or different philosophies with their design. They finished last in 2023 and they will finish even more last in 2024. My idea is to relegate them out of F1 for one season and give Andretti that seat. Haas can make their team stronger without having to do all that racing, and then they can replace the number 10 for the 2025 season. 4. Best of the rest. The best of the rest position is a weird place to call. It used to be P4 after the 3 big teams. However, we have more teams at the front now with Red Bull, Mercedes, Ferrari and McLaren. That leaves us P5 really, and that would be Aston Martin. But what if AlphaTauri does really well with all the Red Bull stuff screwed on? Then again, what if one of the big teams fails miserably? That could actually happen. I'm thinking about one team in particular. So yeah, AlphaTauri will be best of the rest in P5 and Aston Martin will be P4. 3. Biggest Wimbo W of the year. The biggest W will go to Oscar Piastri. He will drive so consistently well that people forget he's only 22 and only just in F1. The thing with Oscar is that there are no controversies around him other than that little hiccup with his McLaren contract. He's not a reckless, dangerous driver, he barely flips out even when he gets taken out. This will be the season that he'll mark his territory like a wombat leaving his shit. He might even get a win, or 2. Make them Aussies proud. What you reckon? 2. The biggest Wimbo Bozo of the season. The bozo of 2024 will be Toto Wolff. We've seen all kinds of behavior from him in the past, but with a team that won't win again in 2024, 2 drivers fighting each other in his team again, and the way he always talks down on the cars his hard-working factory workers built, the jig will be up and he'll get the treatment from the media. This man cannot be trusted. For instance, the other day he spoke about the unfair penalty Sainz received in Las Vegas. Does he think people forgot that it was him who stood in the way of Sainz not getting that grid drop? Is he just saying this to let the following of his team hear what they want to hear, no matter how crazy it sounds? I'm sure Toto Wolff will have much more entertainment for us in 2024. Stay tuned. Before I give my huge silly season prediction, I'd like to ask new viewers of this channel to subscribe. I made it into the partner program, so I'm getting a little reward from ad revenue, but I'd love to work with a sponsor. For that, I need an audience, and that audience is seen in the number of subscribers. I make 2 to 3 videos a week, and I'm starting live streams and podcasts again soon. Thanks a million. 1. Huge silly season prediction. Okay, this is it. This is the moment you've been waiting for. The silly season will be mad in 2024, and it will all kick off at Mercedes. Towards the end of the season, Lewis Hamilton will announce he will break his contract. A performance clause will allow this. Mercedes aren't close to winning a race, and Hamilton just can't take it anymore. He will retire for now, unfollow his dog on Insta, and retreat into the desert for 40 days and 40 nights. He hopes this break will see him return as a stronger upgrade, like Gandalf the Grey became Gandalf the White. Mind you, he could return as Gollum too. He will be replaced by a driver who's physically built as George Russell and has a Mercedes past. Yes, I'm of course talking about Esteban Ocon. Both he and Russell, being physically alike, will have great benefits, like being able to move the steering wheel even further backwards. It's a lineup I'd love to see, to be honest. Russell and his diplomatic ways, and the terror from Ocon. Blimey, that move will set the dominoes in motion, and God knows what might happen and who might join the grid. Maybe this legend will come back. Let me know your thoughts on these crazy predictions. Add a few if you want, or call me an idiot. Take care now. Doei doei. A special thanks to my channel members. Your help is much appreciated. If you want to support this channel too, click the link down below.